The member from Haliburton-Kawartha Lakes-Brock.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Today is International Women's Day, and while I am proud to say that gender equality has come a long way since the first day of commemoration in 1911, this government has made decisions that have set Ontario back by decades. This government, led by the Premier, have allowed 2 publicly funded colleges to offer courses at its campuses in Saudi Arabia. But women weren't allowed on those campuses. When asked about it by the media, the Premier denied knowing anything about it. The minister blamed the colleges and then blamed his predecessor. John Malloy said the funding was approved by Cabinet, which the Premier was a member of. Speaker, can the Premier explain why those campuses were funded and why she couldn't get her facts straight?
Question. Thank you. Premier.
Minister of Training, Colleges and Universities.
Minister of Training, Colleges and Universities.
Thanks.
Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are very proud of our colleges. Our colleges are among the best in the world. That's why they have been very well sought of around the world. Mr. Speaker, the Saudi government asked they put actually request for proposals in the world, and our colleges bid on those proposals. Algonquin College bid on 2 proposals, Mr. Speaker, one for building a college for male and the other one for building a college for females. And their proposal for building a college for male students were successful. They are successfully operating in Saudi Arabia, and their bid for female college wasn't successful, but they are going to bid again on building a college for female students if the proposal comes up from Saudi Arabia. Mr. Speaker, again, we are very proud of our colleges. They are very well thought after around the world, and we will continue our efforts to support our colleges, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, Mr. Speaker, that doesn't make it okay, and the Premier should be answering this question.
Hear, hear.
Our students, in fact, all Ontarians were shocked and disappointed that this government not only allowed but funded such a blatantly discriminatory practice. Because of a sheer lack of accountability, the government allowed a practice that shames our province and our values of equality and freedom. In this province and across this country, we know that boys and girls equally can achieve their full potential. The Premier has said that the government should be a force for good, yet she has allowed our province's reputation to sink back to the Dark Ages. Mr. Speaker, why did the Premier allow such discrimination to happen right under her nose?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, again, we are very proud of our function of our colleges. For example, Mr. Speaker, Niagara College has been active in Saudi Arabia for a number of years, and they have been training actually 120 female professionals to become medical, clinical, administrative officers in Saudi Arabia with the assistance of the King Faisal Hospital. So they have been active in Saudi Arabia, training male and female students, and we will continue to support our colleges. Mr. Speaker, our colleges are doing a great job. Our colleges are training our students, as well as they are offering their services to other countries around the world. Mr. Speaker, since we came to the office, we have increased funding to our colleges and universities by 83%. Per student, funding has been increased by 30% for our universities and 35% for our colleges. So we are supporting our colleges, and also we would like our academic institutions to go global. And